we go again. Day 78, 9. I lose count. Day 70 something. Making Songbringer, Zelda-like game coming out for Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. Lately, this has been added some. Whoops. Let me give the item to myself here so we can just see it. I'll give myself the map for this area. And this is a Zelda-like game, but of course adding a lot of unique features. One thing that's unique is that you actually use the map. So if I acquire the map, it'll be here in my gear. It's not actually a map. It's called the scanner drones. So that just reminded me I need to actually fix up this HUD screen so it actually shows some text that says what the item is at the bottom. And but yeah, you can see right now I've selected the scanner drones, the little red dots there. And once I use the scanner drones, let me make sure my sound's about right. I'm going to use the scanner drones now. So this is different than Zelda. Zelda, you go and you pick up the map, and instantly it just adds to your map. You don't use the item. This is different in the sense that you actually use the item, and it actually fills out the map over time because these are scanner drones that are going out and actually scanning the level for you. So I'm going to use the item now. So the scanner drones have now gone out and flown out. And if I look at my map, you can see it adds more rooms. As long as these aren't secret rooms, it will add them to my map. So I'm pretty stoked about this. It's kind of a unique take on how a map can be generated. And yeah, and so next thing to add is I'm going to add the compass. The compass is actually called the bioenergy detector, and that will actually place a dot on your map showing where the boss is in this. It basically just shows you where the biggest life form is in the current dungeon. And also I'll be adding some code which will save all of the positions that you've actually been to in the world. So let's get into this right now. I've already got the icon for the compass. I haven't thought up a graphic yet of how this is actually going to visually look. I might actually do another spinning green dot thing, which will go out and look for life. Actually, that's what I'll probably do. So let's make this so we can use the compass. Pick up the compass and all that. Let's go and actually find the compass, actually. Let's go do that. I'm not exactly sure where the compass is in this level, so I'm going to go find it. So we've got kind of something to work on. I can see whether how much of it I've already done. Now that there's hidden chests in the game too, I don't know which room is going to be the one that has what I'm looking for. So might as well go and look through it all. Or defeat every enemy. It's a really cool incentive. Even though, as a developer, I can tell that there is a hidden chest there because I added a tiny little graphic. Okay, these are bomb cubes. That's cool. That's bombs now. So your first bomb container that you receive can hold up to 4 bomb cubes. And at that point, enemies will start dropping bombs. Not figuratively. And then you can actually hold bombs. So every time you get a bomb container after that, you can hold 4 more bombs. Some health, I needed that. Okay, I've already got the item here. Why did I defeat all those enemies? We're just looking for the compass. This would have been a cool room to have the compass in, actually. But it's a procedural level generator. So Can't really argue with that. You can make the algorithm a little better, but man, I wish that would have been a connect right there. Come on, compass. Compass. Yes, there's the compass right here. Okay. Called the biodetector. Detects large bioenergetic sources and locates them on the map. So, if I look at my inventory, it probably doesn't have anything. Yeah, okay, so I need to list this in the inventory. That's one thing. And then I need to be able to get to use the bioenergy detector. So, step one, get it to show the bioenergy detector inside the inventory. Actually, first step is going to be setting it up right. Okay, here's one of the things actually I'll do. Let's do K, item map. Here we go. So we're going to set the actual quantity to 2. That's how I get around whether I've used the item or not. So when you pick up a map or a compass for an area, it's actually individual for that area. You can see I've got item types map 1 through map 9, also compass 1 through compass 9. It's a singular item. Once you picked it up, you always have it. And so the way it actually works is that you pick up a quantity of 2, and then once you've used it, it gets down to quantity 1. So that way, the code can tell whether it's actually picked up that item or not, so it doesn't actually put it in an item chest anymore. And also can tell whether it's been used or not. So simple but effective way to do that. Okay, drawing the map is okay. Do the flux item. Here, let's equip it as well. Okay, that's ready to go. So that gives it a quantity of 2 when you pick it up, and also equips it automatically if you have no other item equipped. The next thing is going to be making it work in the inventory. So that is here. I'm going to type here in my chat window, just in case. Sometimes I get a weird issue where if I don't chat, my chat window is disabled for all y'all, and I don't want to be disconnected from people that are watching. So, oh, Miss Tragic, yo, howdy do. So, let's see. Equipable item, here it is. So to make an item equipable, all it has to do is return true for this method. So I'm going to make the compasses equipable. So compass 1 through compass 9, if it has quantity 2 and the actual item matches the world's current Z position, returns true. That looks good. And then, what is there anything else I need to do for the gear here? Let's see. Here's not K-phase item. I need K-phase gear. Okay, that's this one. Set selection. Oh yeah, this just all works on whether it returns true there. What's up, Ginger Kiwi? Cool. Yeah. Okay, so this should actually make it's all selectable just because it has the is equipable item returning true now. So now we can pick up the compass. It'll automatically be equipped, but if it isn't equipped already, we can go into our inventory and equip it. And then now we just need the code to use it. So system, similar to this right here. This launches some drones. Oh wow, I was missing a break right there. That's really bad. That's one of the inherent dangers of any switch statement. Young programmers watching, don't use switch statements, even though I am. So I'm going to change all these to item compass. Now, if it actually has an item for this, okay, so we don't have a method yet to actually locate the boss on the map, but we'll do one single drone that flies out, this green. Set scale 2, set color to be green. Set 0 to 55. Run a spiral. Set the actual equipment. Set the item to none. So that looks good. That'll launch a drone. So let's see if that actually worked. Oh, sorry, nostalgic. The inherent dangers, though. I forgot this break. That could have been unknown chaos happening there. Luckily, there was a default break right beneath it. Okay, so let's go get the compass again and use it. Oh wait, no, we have to actually set it to 0 if we want to. Let's just cheat and add it to our inventory. So I got a new little command that actually reads my defaults for me. So I can go Songbringer read or Songbringer write without having to type as much. That's cool. Let's see, I'm going to set my compass 1 to 2. Compass 1, 2. There, now we can use it. Okay, so I've got the compass there. It's equipped. I'm going to use it. So there, it's gone out and sent a drone out that locates energy. So all right, good. That all worked. It equipped. It unequipped the item. It used the item correctly. It was able to actually select it in the inventory. And if I go back in now and look at my inventory, I can't select it anymore. It's already used up in a sense. And so now we need to actually locate it on the map, the actual boss. And then also we need to start saving all the things that it remembers about the map to the save game. Okay, I'm going to make a method actually similar to the launch drones. Launch drones, basically all it does is it sets up a callback that happens every 4 seconds or so, which actually locates the next unexplored non-secret room in all of the current level, and then locates that on your map. So what this will do is it's similar to that, but it will actually just do one call and it will locate the boss. So this is launch biodrone. Very similar to this above biodrones, or the drones method. So launch biodrone. There's no need to know the current position. That's cool. This is just verifying that we have a compass. No, I got a way better method of doing this now. Gear.count. Compass 1 plus, which is area pause, world, get pause.z, -1. We also need to verify, this is key item type. to there. And make sure the count of this, oh, there we go. Make sure the count is like that, and also the area pause.z is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to k num levels. There. That sets us up. Wait, what's this? Oh, area pause. There. It just verifies we're all good. In fact, I'm going to simplify this. Less than or greater than or not equal to 2, return. All y'all astute programmers will recognize there's a slight performance gain there, but also the code is a little more beautiful and that it doesn't have to all be indented. We don't need to set a drone pause for this. The other method needed a drone pause to center the actual location that they were launched from, so it actually looked like they were filling up the world from where they were. So this is going to be called bio drone callback. And we need a world position, function that, this is just get boss pause. That's it. I guess I could pass it to Z. I just have to figure it out. Okay. So to find the boss position, pause world, get boss pause. I think this is it right here. Oh, we need to look for the Y's. Okay, we need to look through 2 chunks of the areas. Should be all good. All right, good. So now we're looping over only the current areas rather than doing like a for loop. I could do a for loop for this and just loop over everything and check if it has an area position, but then we'd be checking like the entire area of the world. So if the world was like 8 by 8, we'd be checking 64 different things. And this way we're actually only checking the current areas, the areas that are in the current Z. So that's cool. This is an efficient method. And then this is all we need to do. If it has just need to check the flag actually. If x pair.second.get flags and k flag boss, return x pair.get pause. Oh, x pair.second.get pause. And we can be a little bit loose and do our loop like that. I think it's a little more beautiful. Some programmers are probably going to be like, whoa, that looks dangerous. There we go. So if this returns 0, 0, 0, we know it failed. Let me just look at this over one more time. Okay, we're looping over the Z. We're looping over the Y. And then for each X, we check for the boss flag, and if so, we return that position. That looks good. Now back to area, we can locate the actual boss pause now. Get boss pause for area pause.z. We're going to need to capture area pause. I don't know. I don't like the look of that, actually. I'm just going to call. I don't know. It's like I don't trust the C++11 lambda capture quite yet because I don't fully understand how it works. I know it creates a class for me, but I'm not sure how the actual variable capture works. So I'm just going to get the world pause again. So make sure we're working on the correct location there. Calling unscheduled biodrone callback if it returns position 0. Actually, no matter what, it's unschedules. So, because this is only called once. Basically, what we need to do is just check if it's not equal to 0, then play the drone reveal noise. And now we just need to basically locate the compass point. So area is going to need one more variable. Map center, map radius, drone pause, boss pause. And we also need to be able to set. Nah, I mean, we don't need to actually make that public. So that's fine. We'll just, the actual method we were in right there, we'll set the boss pause. And then the draw map function will use that. So if it's all good, then we're going to set the boss pause. Boss pause equals P. And this is only going to be called once. And it's going to take it at least, let's say, 5 seconds for the drone to go out and find the boss. There. Now we've got a bio drone. All right, what's going on here? Oh, I forgot to hook up boss pause. All right. Okay, I just realized I'm going to need to actually reset the boss pause every time we go to a different Z. So I do need to actually set up a method here. So we'll do, let's say reset boss pause, static void reset boss pause. And this will be called from flux when we elevate up or down. What's up, Ludima? Specs. No, I never write specs. I find that writing specs or design documents and things like that cost a lot of time and always are revised. You know what I mean? Every time you write something like, oh, this should work this way, it's like you go in and you play with the game and you put some new art in and stuff and it starts getting awesome and you're like, oh, we should do that. And it never, ever, ever is a good time investment. It's, at least in my experience, how my brain works or whatever. There's just, you know, creativity just doesn't work that way for me. And so I actually hate design documents. I hate specs. And also, but one of the good things about specs is that sometimes it can help your brain get over the overwhelming amount of different systems that you're going to have to write for a game. And, but the way I do that is just to start small. I take baby steps and just develop each component in each system as I go. So yeah, I guess it's just all step by step. Sorry for the long answer to the short question there, but I hope that helped. So at the end, here we go. This is the end of it right here. Transition phase none. Save start pause. This is going to be area. Reset boss pause. Also elevator down. It's going to need to call that. Phase none. Save start pause. Area reset boss pause. Okay, and then also we're going to need to reset the boss pause. Reset boss pause. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a final vision for this game, but also that's changing. You know, like people have suggested some of the greatest suggestions lately, like, oh, you should definitely put your other character in there. I'm so stoked to put her in here at some point. This is she's going to be an ascended being from a past war of 10,000 years ago who comes back to life to help you fight. Yeah, I agree, Nostalgic. When it comes to teams, that's a totally different thing. Yeah. But I would argue that in game development, they might not be as helpful. But in like your standard business applications and things like that, they're totally indispensable. Cool. So when we're resetting the boss pause, we're just going to go find it. So that is actually the world should return -1, -1, -1, which is a position that's not ever going to work for a boss pause. And then the area, when it resets it, it's just going to go auto pause equals world get boss pause for world get pause.z. Oh, this is all we need to do. Boss pause equals that. Oh, and that's if they have the compass, right? So now I'm duplicating this code. Oh, this is a bad idea. Okay, so I need to. That's a good thing as a programmer too. If whenever you see that you're duplicating something, that's a sign that you need to create a small function. Something I learned. Oh, well, this is a great way to do it, Ludima. Just watching other people do it. When you start absorbing what other people are doing, and like this, that's how I learned to draw. I thought I could never draw, but when I started absorbing other people's art by just watching speed art, all I did was watch speed, pixel art, speed paintings, things like that. I did that for an entire year, and then finally I started drawing after that, and it all that soaking up how other people did it and how their creative processes worked gave me the confidence to be like, okay, I can make art. And that's basically what's going on for you, I'm sure, right now. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the little method I need to make is called has compass, has map. So we'll make a gear component method for that. Static bool has map for int area z. This is going to be has compass for area Z. Actually, I'm going to do one more thing to this method, make it a little more flexible, and then it can check if it's also equipable. Okay, so I'm going to take these methods out of launch drones. Actually, launch biodrones is a better method now. Okay, we're going to go. Yeah, we'll do an if. Okay, if z is less than 1, or z is greater than num levels, or actually we'll just do these separate. So now we're going if gear.count item type compass plus z minus 1 is not equal to, this is where we're going to do quantity is supposed to be equipable to, otherwise 1. Cool. Yeah, I heard JetBrains has some other really awesome IDEs. I've always loved Xcode, but lately it's gotten some crazy tiny little bugs. Their jump to doesn't always work if I do this. Oh, it worked that time. I don't know. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty solid IDE. I really love it. I just wish they would fix some of their bugs in it. Another thing that's annoying is if you have a ton of output like this, you can't scroll up or down. If I put the cursor in here and it automatically puts it to the bottom, it's like stupid little things like that that used to work in Xcode, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. It's like, what? Okay, so I'm gonna look over this, make sure this is a cool method. Z is less than 1 or z is greater than num levels, of course, returns false. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Indexer. It used to work. All of a sudden, it doesn't, and it crashes sometimes. Oh, really? Swift development's even... Oh, man. I've never tried Swift. Get my player ID. Quantity we're expecting is going to be equipable to, otherwise 1. Now, if gear count, cadm compass plus z minus 1 is not equal to the quantity expected, return false, otherwise return true. I think that's going to work. Now it's the same kind of thing, except we're looking for K item map right here. Now area, we can deploy these methods. Oh. Okay, I'm going to decide I'm going to actually make this a little more flexible in the sense that just for less than Q. So if the gear count I have is 1 and the quantity I'm looking for is 2, it's going to return false for if it has it. And if the quantity I'm looking for is 1, Q equipable 1, and I count and I have 1, then 1 is going to be not less than 1, so it's going to return true. Okay. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Great idea, Ludima. Hello, Hero. Welcome. Yes, I'm going to do that right now, Ludima. Good call. Actually, I'm just going to reuse it. I like the way these methods are set out, so I'm going to keep those, but I'm actually going to change it so it's using a static method right here. So static bool has compass, has map or compass, item type item in Z equipable. What's up, Packstar Gaming? This is called Songbringer. It's a Zelda-like game. I'm about to show you in a second here. I just got to finish this method, and I'll run the game and show you what it looks like. What's up, campaign? Welcome to the stream. Confetti. Confetti. I got to get that actually hooked up so there really is confetti. So here's where we're going to use item. Okay, and then this is just going to use that. Return has map or compass. What? Okay. K item. This is has map, so we're going to use map 1. Z is going to be Z. Yeah, good luck, man. Yourself. Enjoy. Nice, man. Well, don't build up too much expectation there. We're only at day 79 or 8 or something. Has map or compass, and this is going to be compass 1. Okay. These kind of uncharted waters here. I don't know if these methods are going to work on the first try, but we'll see. Now I need to do has compass. We no longer need those. All right, that's a much neater method. And then right here, we can oh, this is not. Okay, if it doesn't have the compass, or if it doesn't have the map, return. All right, good. And then we can just simplify this method here. If it doesn't have the map return. If it doesn't have the compass, return. And then this is the one last thing here is reset boss pause. If not, gear component has compass, world get pause. Actually, pause.z, equipable, doesn't matter, return. Otherwise, we're going to set the boss pause. Okay, so that ought to give us all the methods for that. I think it's launching the drones when we do. Let's see, did I launch those? Oh, I gotta launch these. Okay, so area launch bio drone when we use the compass. That's it. Now let's hope this all still works. I'm gonna give myself both the item compass and map. In fact, I'll put this into one statement here so we can reuse it easily. There, now I've got the compass and the map for sure, and we can use them. Okay, so neither of them are equipped. That's expected. So I can use either one. I'm gonna use the drones first just to make sure the map is still working. Okay. Yep, okay, it's filling up the map now. Awesome. Now, oh, I haven't actually done anything to locate the boss on the map yet. So even if I use the compass, it's not actually gonna, well, I'll use it anyway. And I could check my, oh, I should have waited 5 seconds. Oh well. Campaign, hey, I'm adding these drones and compass basically. It's the map, it's the equivalent of the map and the compass in Zelda, but it's different because you actually get to use it. So, no, this game's not almost done, Xpax. It's almost ready for alpha, almost ready for a Kickstarter Greenlight campaign. But it's going to be at least another 6 months until the game is totally done. And there'll be tons more art, tons of bosses, lots more enemies added and stuff like that. Okay, so one last thing is to add the method to draw the boss. So that's simple. I'm just going to do in the draw map. We've got the current room. That's a little blinking dot. So we're going to do boss room. So I'm checking if the boss pause is valid. Then we're going to do a current room blinker, but this is going to be sprite.set color red. So color 3B 25500, or maybe green. No, probably red. Yeah. Yes, you have to buy it. Sorry there. It's definitely not a free game. There's a lot of work I'm putting behind this. I've spent my life savings just to make this. It's going to be another half a year of my life putting into this game, so definitely not a free game. But it is only like $10, so it's practically free, right? 10 or 15 bucks is not that much for games. When I grew up, it was 50 bucks for a game. Today, I guess it's still 50 bucks for some games. So that'll blink it. It'll put it at the right. Well, oh, we got to use the right position here. That's going to be a trick, putting it at the right position. Let's make sure that's okay. So similar to Q. Q is the same as P right here. These are connectors. Oh, here's the room. So we need to use something cool, man. Thanks. Sweet. Thanks, campaign. Thank you both. Seriously, I appreciate that. And that's really the whole point of me streaming, is I'm really trying to share this game with people before it's ever released, so that I can, you can get excited about it, and I can be excited about it too, knowing that there's other people that are excited about it, which is sweet. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right, right. That's also cool too. I've always helped other people with development. I've always written game engines and things like that and sold them, and I made a living doing that for a while, but not lately. So it's actually a huge blessing because now I can write games again. So the current this is the p.x is to the current room. Okay, so all we need to do is do a q vec to q equals p, and then add to q. So q.x plus equals pause minus boss pause. I think this is the right way to do it. We'll see once this is in there. There's Q, set color red, blinks it. I think that's the right thing to do to get the boss room to blink. Okay, so I'm going to give myself the compass and the map again. Okay, so let's use the compass. Wonder why I launched 2 of them that time. And it gave me 2 boss positions. That's weird. I don't think they're in the right position either. So weird. Oh, now I put them in 3 points. Okay, so that's starting to explain the mystery here. I don't think it's like it's not removing them. Okay, let me check this out. Yes, I've made many other games, but my most recent one is called Hero Bash. It's a MOBA. It's a free-to-play game, so there, if you're looking for free games, this is one of them. This is also the reason why I don't make free games anymore, because this game, my buddy and I spent a year and a half making this game. We had no jobs. We spent all of our money basically making this game, just living. All of our living expenses went to making this game for a year and a half of our lives, and we only made like $20 a month. To this day, it's been out for like 2 years now. We're only making like $20 a month of this game, so it's kind of why I don't make free games anymore. But it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. Dr. Biceps is like one of my favorite characters. He's this big old gorilla guy. Everybody's got their own voice. It's sort of like a cartoon take on League of Legends. Okay, so what's going on? Why is it not removing this each time? And why did it launch 2 of them? That was weird. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is log out the position. No. I'm actually just going to set some breakpoints. Always better than logging. Launch bio drone. Did I do this wrong? Is this supposed to be 1 or 0? Oh, that's probably it. It needs to repeat 0. Yeah, that's better. I bet you that's it. Float interval int repeat. Yeah, it's supposed to be repeat 0. That's why that happened. Okay, let's set a breakpoint here anyway. Oh, type the name? Sure. It's Hero Bash. Yep. Uh-huh. Cool. Okay, I don't have the compass to use. I gotta give myself that compass again. Cool, man. Yeah, I hope you like it. I think it's really fun. It's a real-time multiplayer too, so I mean you're fighting against other people. Okay, let's make sure we're using the bio energy detector. I'm using it now. There's still 2 of them that got launched. Let's check out what this boss pause got to be. 141. That looks right. Okay, and I'm drawing it now. Q is x45, y -2, p is 51, 13. So that's the problem. But does it get called again? No. Okay, so that's good. I think it's actually just offsetting it. So let's delete that other breakpoint we had here in launch drone. This one we don't need anymore, but this one we do. Okay, so this point, there's 2 problems with this. 1, the position is wrong, and 2, it's like tracking it. It keeps on listing it. Oh, duh. It's putting it for every single HUD area position. Wow, that's weird. So if this is looping over every single HUD area position that's currently saved. So it's all the rooms you've been to. This is a list of all the rooms you've been to, and every single time I'm in this loop, I set up an icon for the current room. There must be a ton of them looped on top of each other. So I'm going to take both of these out. All right, and so the point is to go from the center let's go area pause dot x area pause. I think that's backwards. So the boss pause, if it's 4y, for example, and the area pause you're currently at is, yeah, that's wrong. So this is boss pause.x minus area pause.x, and then this one is the other way around. Now we also need to check that the boss position is within range. which is similar to this right here. The X delta is going to be pause. Well, it doesn't matter which way we do this, but it's going to be similar to this. Boss pause minus area pause. So we're going to go if boss pause is currently active, is not bad, and it's within the X radius and within the Y radius. Now we've got a method that's only going to draw it if it's on the current screen. We also need to give myself the items. There. That ought to fix it. Let's see. Oh, cool. We only launched one that time. Alright, so that little sound effect meant that it did locate the boss. It's not drawing it. Okay, let's figure out why. Let's start with disabling that check right there. Yeah, that was the problem. So now that I've disabled that check for the distance, it's actually listing it again. So, and it's in the right position. Yay. So the problem is this little bit of code here. So if abs, oh, it's supposed to be less than radius or less than or equal to. Yay, easy enough. Okay, so give the item one more time, and now we should be done with this. Alright, so it's not listing on my mini map because it's out of range. But it is listing on the mega map, so we're good. And if I go to this next room up, yeah, there, it lists it. Now I should be able to go another room over and it should not have it duplicated. Very good. Okay, so we're all good there. Now let's use the drones as well. And they'll map out the rest of the rooms. Just make sure that's still working. Yeah. Awesome. So basically this is kind of a take on Zelda's maps and compasses, but just doing it a little more in a modern way in that you actually use the item and I don't know, I think that'll be more rewarding as a player. As a player, I'd prefer to actually go and use a map or use a compass. And I think that's going to be a satisfying thing. Also, the first time you figure out, oh, I have to use the map or I have to use the compass, you'll feel smart as a player. You'll be like, all right, I did something right. So, awesome. What next? Okay, now actually the next step is going to be getting it to save all of the rooms that you've been to. So let's check in actually. I'm going to check in what we just did. Check if there's there's no extra files to check in. I'm going to check over the code I actually changed. I love to go and like look over my git diff because it really, I don't check in any stupid code that way. I go and I go, okay, yeah, that all looks good. That looks good. I didn't leave any stuff commented out or commented in or whatever that I shouldn't have. And when I'm trying to be really, really detailed, I'll go and actually look through very carefully each function I wrote and kind of do another like little look over to make sure I didn't introduce any bugs. But yeah, this is kind of my process for checking the code twice. Okay, all that looks good, so I'm going to git push and commit. All right. So next step here is going to get it so we save all the rooms we've been to. So right now, if I launch again, it's not going to have saved any of those rooms. See, it just shows me in my mini map down there at the bottom left that I've only have one room on my map. And the same thing if I go down to the overworld, it only has one location on my map. And the problem with that is, that I have explored a lot of those areas, and that I want it to remember that for the player that they have a running map basically of locations that that should be remembered there. So the goal is to basically just save all of those positions into the defaults. So next time it loads, it remembers. So I'm going to do a Songbringer read, and that's going to show. So we've got some current things right there. What I'm probably going to do is save it all to one variable. Actually, yeah, I will. It'll be a single variable. It'll have all of your current positions. Actually, you'll just write it all with spaces separating them. That's it. It's easy enough. Okay, so we're going to, when we save the game, we're going to get all the areas, HUD map positions. Where's that at? It should be like this anyway. There's vector pause, area, HUD area positions. I'm going to rename that. So it's currently called HUD area positions. I'm going to call it map pauses. Pauses? Map poses, whatever. Okay, and then I'm making this a static variable here. And then one more thing is a function that can grab all the current map poses. Vector pause get map poses. Man. Positions. That's just bugging me. All right. Map poses, map positions. Okay, so now that we can get those, we can save them and load them. So in the game, we save game, save equipped, save map positions. This is going to be into a string stream. So let's block that off. String stream SS for, let's grab the positions, auto ref. Positions equals area get map positions for auto ref pause in positions. SS is this. Oh, what's wrong with this? Non-const. Okay, I think I might have done that wrong. Let's see, where is it? Oh, ref. Let's do const ref, actually, get map positions. const vector pause ref area get map positions, return map positions. It makes them accessible but not writable. This is what we want. And now this is succeeding. That's great. Okay, so we want to check if the current string has a size, then we're going to add a space. Otherwise, we're just going to start with an empty string, and then we're going to output the position. So this is pos.x, pos.y, pos.z. Whoops. This is greater than 0. There we go. So that should make all the positions into a string with spaces separating the positions which are separated by commas. And then we're going to set save game key val for positions. That's good enough. ss.stir. Okay. Oh, we need one more thing. Set map positions. That's for when we load. So, okay, we're gonna go void set map positions const this positions. This is going to be really cool to finally have these saved. So map positions equals positions. And we were here. This should save them correctly. Let's load them and parse them as well. Actually, I'm going to check just if the save even works first, as expected. Here I am. I'm at one position. Here's another position. Let's close, do a read. There we go. Cool. We've got those two positions we've been to. So this is going to be a huge, huge string at some point. But it's going to kind of be a necessary thing. So we'll leave it like that. Okay, let's good. Let's parse all that. Let's also make sure that, yeah, okay, it did actually only put a space between the two. So that's great. That'll give us the right number when we parse. We load selections, we load items, possessions. Load map positions. Let's go auto stir. Do we need to call anything else? Val? We can just call it val. Yeah, just val. Okay, let's not even do a block then. We've already got val. Val equals game. Get save game key val called positions. We can loop over them all. Well, first we got to break them up. So we're going to go vector. This is making me want to make it a block again, but who cares? Words. Split. Little handy method I wrote that just splits up a string into a vector of strings based on a delimiter. So we go splitting that string by commas into words. Oh, here we can make it a block by just going if val.size. Oops. No breakpoint. Okay, so then we're going to loop over all the words, parse them into positions. Actually do words and ints. For auto ref word in words, because this is nothing like that. I don't need to do that. Oh, and we also need a vector pause positions. Here's what we'll do: vector string ints, and then we're gonna go get the current word, split it. Okay, so split current word by, oh, I forgot. These are all delimited by spaces. These inner ones are delimited by commas. Do that into ints, and then we're gonna go if ints dot size equals 3, just to verify that this is a vector 3 position. And now we're gonna go pause p 0, 0, 0. Oh, that's automatic. Okay. And now we're gonna go p.x equal, actually, let's do it like this. P.x equals stir to L. The string is going to be ints 0 dot c stir. Null pointer, we don't need to return a position for where it finishes that string. We're going to use p.y here, z there, 1 there, 2 there. There, we've now parsed a position, and we can push it back. Positions.pushback p. We can go area set map positions. Okay, now I'm just going to verify that I'm going to look this over one more time to make sure that looks good. So we grab the positions variable that will give us the string like this. Save 0.positions because of this stuff. Okay. Create a vector for holding the positions. Create a vector for the words. We split the words up by spaces. We loop over the words. We create another vector for ints. We split the current word by comma into ints, and we check if it's size 3. Then we parse it into an actual position. Should work. Now, if this works, we should have 2 points on the map in the menu. Yay, we do. Ah, sweet. Okay, let's get the items that we had, the map and the compass. This will actually check if the reset boss pause is working. Because I should have used the, no. Yeah, this will actually check some good things, because if I have, so if I shouldn't have the boss position. Okay, so that's an error, because I haven't used this compass yet. So I think in the gear component, when I checked if it was less than, it should actually be not equal to. We're checking precisely that way. Good. Okay. We do not have a boss position because we have not used the boss item yet to find it. So I'm using it. Oh, why did we do 2 that time? It's so weird. Okay, so I've got the boss position. I'm going to quit. And next time I run, I should still have it as a position. So that was a bug. Okay, I wonder if the reset boss pause is even working. Yeah, I didn't even call it. Okay, that's the problem. So we need to call reset boss pause right about when we're creating the transients. World, create world. This is when we very first create the scene. Area show HUD. Let's do this. Area reset boss pause. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we do have the boss position now. Good. So I wonder what happens if I quit right now. Yeah, this is all C++. Campaign. C++ Coco StudiX. Let's do a read. We've got a bunch of positions, so it saved them. It also saved the map is used up and the compass is used up. So I think what that means is if you quit the game before the drones finish, actually what it should do is it shouldn't quit. It shouldn't save the game whenever you quit. I'll have to work that out later. That's a little fine detail. I guess not really a detail. It's more of a very important thing actually, but so what should happen is when you save the game, or when you if I just quit the game or whatever, it shouldn't save it. It should only save if you die or when you get to a new area. So I might as well do that real quick. That's not that very hard. So right now it does save the game on exit, and that's in here. Just saves the game. But we only want to do that if you die and you continue. No, if you die, it's not going to save the game either. We do want to save the game whenever we get to a new area. What's up, Black Iron? It's not going to be in here. Title scene? Not there either. It should be in Flux. Clones there. Are you a girl? I don't know, am I? You tell me. Save start pause. Okay, we are Flux. Okay, this is where we actually save the start pause. Yeah. This bit is where we actually save the game. Game. Save game. So whenever we elevate up to a new area, it automatically saves your progress. And when we lower back down to another area, we also save progress. We also save progress whenever you quit to the menu. That should only be oh, thank you. You looking for a hookup or something, Clonze? Huh? Twitch hookup? Looking for some girls? Let's see. This is going to change how things work because the way Zelda works, when you collect coins, it's almost like it needs a soft save and a hard save. Two different versions of the save. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. So if I let's turn off let's get the other items again, run the game, and this way I can check if okay, so I'm gonna use, let's see, I've already got the okay, so it reset the map's boss position. That's good. So now that I have I have the compass usable and equipable, it reset the boss's position, so I can go and use the compass again. So I'm going to use the compass. That time it only did one. That's weird. And there, it's located the boss for me. So if I quit now, I should still have the item. Okay, and yeah, so I still have the item. Good. This is kind of how it should work. Basically, if I quit and I ditch my game, it's not saving it anymore. But the only thing is, it's not saving any items that I did find. I think this is how Zelda actually worked, though. I'm not sure. I guess it doesn't really matter how Zelda works. Okay, there, it did two of them again. I'm going to check and see what the heck is up with that. Why is it launching two drones every time? It's in system where it actually launches the bio drone. Here. Oh, you know what? It might actually be using it twice. So we need to set a timer for both of these. So I'm going to go eta_input.timers.i is set to 1. So that basically prevents me from using this button again for a whole second. Because that might have been what was going on. Oh, and this is actually if it's only 2. Same thing here. I think that was the problem. Okay, so now there should definitely be only one drone launched. Cool. Okay, so it didn't locate the boss that time. That's weird. I know it launched it. Okay, let's set a breakpoint actually in launch biodrone. Oh, this is true. There. So that's checking if it is actually has the biodrone and it's equipable. Okay, I'm gonna move up to this next room just to check if it's still. Yay, good. That time it gave me the location of the boss. And let's check if it saves it. Oh, it shouldn't save it. Okay, shouldn't save it because I didn't actually save my game. I just ditched. Okay, let's use both of them this time. Oops. Cool. Now we got a map being filled in. All right. Very cool. I'm super stoked about this. So this is sort of a real-time map and compass generator. Really excited about this. So now if I quit, it's going to ditch my game. It's not going to save it. And I run it again. Yeah, thanks, clones. That's actually not done yet. That's a work in progress map or inventory screen. All I did was actually like cobble that together really quick because I wanted it to be functional. So really all it is it's just being able to choose a different item at this point. And I'm going to go and do a totally different redraw of this. It's going to be a lot better. It's going to have a list of your passive items too. There's a whole bunch of items it's not even listing, like your sword, different armor you're going to have, things like that. And also it's going to have a little text that shows about the current item. So it'll actually list the text that says, oh, these are scanner drones, this is your compass. So thanks for that feedback though. Alright, so we should be able to play through this whole map now. We've got the scanner drones. This is awesome. Now I know that there's a boss behind that door. So the compass is actually a pretty useful item. Especially in a procedurally generated world. The map and the compass are going to be really key. Cool, we got the signed key card. The only other thing about this is that I want these dungeons to be a little more interesting, so I'm going to make some paths. There's going to need to be a few more rooms in this kind of dungeon, and also the paths need to be fixed up. Okay, so this boss has broken itself a little bit since the last time I worked with him. And also I've added these secret item chests now, and so that doesn't quite work with this area because the dais is over the top of it. So we'll fix that, but and the boss needs to be completely redrawn. That's not how it'll look. Oh, I need an item for that. Nanocord. This nanocord allows you to throw an item and have it return like a boomerang. Awesome! Okay, we've played through level 1. We've got all the items working. This is sweet. Okay, a couple things. One, the actual string for the top hat, or the nanocord is now called. Throw. And then also we need a string for life containers. So I'm going to go item life container. This is courage. So increase overall courage, keeping the fear at bay. Now to hook up the actual text for that, area. This is a pickup item. Whoops, that's in system. Pickup item. life container. There we go. So now we're just going to set the text and do a flux item for that. Set text key. This is just life container, and then flux item. That's all we need to do. So now when we pick up the item health, it'll have it. Okay, so I'm going to default read and then write. So look how long the string's already getting. I guess I could like base 64 it or something. Not sure if that'd be shorter though. Okay, yeah, it probably would be a little shorter. So I'm going to set the life container 1 back to 0. Songbringer write this 0. And that means that when I fight the boss again, I can go back and still fight the boss. Actually, I'm going to turn off the dais for now because the boss room looked weird. Sweet, I'm so excited this actually remembers map positions now. Alright. We even remember the boss? Yeah. Cool. We have the top hat now. So we can throw that. Oh! I think it was supposed to be called item life container. Oh yeah, it's item life container. Okay, let's do that one more time. Just verify that text is still working, or is working for the life container. And then I think that's going to be it for today's stream. Got a lot done already. I'm probably going to mess with the art for the map too, the mini map, because I'd like the actual room connectors that show from north, south, and all that to be a little more, I don't know, visible. Right now, the actual rooms are really dark, and then the connectors are even darker. So it's not like they're very distinct. Sweet. Increases overall courage, keeping the fear at bay. Font's still misaligned. Need to fix that. And also this item is so big that it gets really close to the text. But that's cool, at least there's an item, or at least a description of the item you picked up. And also we've already picked that item up, so that's good. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going to do one last thing, and that's to check what happens when I actually run up to the boss again. I think, so I have my top hat, I have, oh, I quit the game. Alright. Nah, I won't do it again, because I have to fight him 2 more times. So, anyways, yeah, thank you all. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for all the compliments, too. I'm so glad I'm a pretty girl. And thanks for all, like, everything else, you guys. Really appreciate all the support and everything, too. So, appreciate everybody. And tomorrow's stream will be about the same time. Getting one day closer to to Kickstarter. So that's what I'm building for right now. I'm building up enough content to be able to create a really cool video and launch a Kickstarter probably early April, and also launching Steam Greenlight at the same time. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something or this was of value to you. That's all. Whoops. Oh.